Hello and welcome to the Real Life Show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jonathan. This is a platform where we get to engage, interact, and learn from icons, gurus, moguls, trendsetters, trailblazers, difference makers, and world changers. You know what I'm talking about. And in this particular episode, very simple, we're simply talking about, remember, this is a segment that I call Real Life Events, where I get to invite you to life transforming and life-changing events. Now, there's an event that is coming up on the 10th of October, and that's the reason why we're here, because the host of that event, the general himself, is right here, Mr. Daniel Kabani. Sir, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jonathan. I'm excited again to be on your talk show.
Awesome. Now, we're simply talking about the National Education Expo, which is coming. The first question I have is, what is an expo, first of all?
So an expo is an exhibition.
Yeah.
It is where you come to showcase certain things that you want the public to get to know about, or that you want the public to buy in.
Great.
So on this day, we are showcasing something.
Okay. So now, what is a National Educational Expo?
It is because this is happening at a national level.
Yeah.
This is actually going to be the biggest event that Zambia has seen.
Wow.
At the level of showcasing education and what it must be.
Great.
So it is a national event. It is drawing academic institutions from across the country and even outside the country. It is drawing members of the public from all over Zambia. We have people coming from Western, Northern, Northwestern. Every province is represented actually. We have people from all walks of life. So it is a national event. It is focusing on education. And I want people to get this very right.
Yeah.
We're not coming to tell people how to study, how to what. When we talk about education, education is the foundation of development.
Yes, sir.
Can you imagine that countries like America has fewer farmers than Zambia by ratio. America gives little funding in terms of its budget allocation to farming than Zambia in terms of ratios. But America produces more than Zambia in terms of ratios again. Why? The American farmer applies education in farming. The Zambian farmer applies muscle.
Manual work.
Yes. So we need to come and look at how do we apply education in farming?
Wow.
Education in entrepreneurship. Because two entrepreneurs, one applying their educational skills and the other one not. The other one, suddenly the education becomes a competitive advantage. So we are looking at how we can apply education in all aspects of life.
Yeah.
So that it becomes meaningful.
Great. So what is the objective of this conference?
So the objective of this conference is, it is focusing on 6 thematic areas. We want to look at education in relation with business, which is entrepreneurship. How do we make entrepreneurship meaningful in light of education? Number 2, it is education in line of research. Any country that is not researching will not progress fast. It is innovation, it is research that gives rise to innovation. So look at education in line of research. Then education in line with innovation. You walk in China more and the Chinese have innovated everything for everything. You're going to find innovations for hair, for shoes, for anything. This is what has put China on the map.
Yes.
This is what has put Israel on the map. This is what has put Singapore on the map, America on the map. It is innovation. Innovation is coming up with new solutions to all the problems that are efficient and quick and user-friendly.
Wow.
So we want to look at our education should end up with innovations. So that is another thing. Then we'll look at investment. Majority of us were born poor. We don't want to die poor.
That's true.
And it is because majority of us are not investing. How can young people begin to invest? What should they invest in? How can we guarantee the future of our children? And there is a certain education we must have. So we're going to look at education also in line with investment. And then we are going to look at finally education in line with personal development.
Wow.
You are not developed as a nation until your people are developed. And even as an individual, you are only developed to the level that you are developed. So we're going to look at how you can develop yourself as an individual.
Sir, talk to me about the speakers. I'm so excited about the people that will be speaking at this particular event. Can you run them one by one? Their names.
There's a writer that I love. His name is Charles Spurgeon. He says, unlike a prophet, a story is of more honor in its hometown. Remember, the Bible says that a prophet is of no honor in his hometown,
Yes.
except where they don't know him.
Yes.
A story makes more sense in its hometown. What do I mean? It makes more sense to listen to people that have been born where we have been born from, eaten what we were eating, going to the schools where we were going, but have managed to make it in the same circumstances where we are. So for this reason, we bring this exceptional team. Dr. Rosia Siatwambo.
Loaded man.
Some people think, oh, I've done teaching. I'm not employed by the government. I'm finished. And some people want to look down on teaching. We have an example of an exceptional teacher, Dr. Rosia Siatwambo, now running a group of companies. Born here, trained here, and has become exceptional.
Awesome.
He'll talk to us about entrepreneurship. It's not theories. We can see what he has built. Then we have got Dr. and Honorable Vumba Malam, exceptional young lady who has risen in the ranks of civic leadership. At an age of less than 30, she's already the council chairperson, almost an equivalent of a mayor. How has she risen in that, in civic leadership? So she's going to come and talk to us about things in that line. We have another brilliant young man by the name of Abel Hangoma, who goes by the name Radical Farmer. This is an exceptional young man. You should visit Organic Farms 7 to see what is happening there. By the way, his farm has won the best farm that is eco-friendly and climatic sensitive.
Wow.
You go to his farm, this is a guy who is a living innovation by what he does. You look at the propagation he's doing. Can you imagine? He is running a profitable farm on which he sprays no pesticides. He uses plants to keep pests away. He sprays no fertilizer, which is inorganic. He uses plants to feed plants. His farm might be one of the few farms, if not the only farm in Zambia, that has been visited by ambassadors, foreign dignitaries, ministers, and people from all walks of life. This guy is going to talk about innovation.
Wow.
And we have Dr. Tamara Kaun, another exceptional young farmer who is a medical doctor but decided to put the stethoscope aside for the seedlings. And lastly, I'll be there also to talk about personal development, because I believe that majority of us are not living to our full potential.
That's true.
Mr. Jonathan, majority of us are not living to our full potential. If we live to our full potential, we would shock each other.
As people come to this conference, this is so energizing for me. The way you've given a little profile of these high-profile individuals who are coming to speak. What are people's expectations as they come to this particular event?
You know, I love one writer who writes somewhere and says, higher than the highest is God's ideal for his children. Higher than the highest is God's ideal for his children. And I should say that your expectations should be higher than the highest. Do not expect anything less.
Yes, sir.
We do not engage ourselves in anything that is mediocre. We are in a campaign against mediocrity. We are in a campaign for excellence because we believe that every one of us was created for excellence. Every one of us was created for the top. God makes no junk. So your expectations should be high, and the people we are bringing are going to beat those expectations. But beyond that, people should expect to network. I can tell you that on the 10th of October, the finest of Zambians' minds are going to meet at Mulungushi, both in the people that will be speaking and in the people that will be listening. Can you imagine that at this conference, we are going to have leading corporate leaders from the business world? We are going to have leading academicians. We are going to have the presence of majority of the vice chancellors and registrars of all the universities we have here.
Wow.
This is the kind of profile we are talking about. Can you believe that we are going to have government leaders of different leading institutions, parastatals, present there?
Wow.
Can you believe that we have the students there and the young professionals? My question is, if you are not in this place, where are you?
And I'll be there. I'll personally be there, right? I'll personally be there.
The exceptional
already.
Mr. Jonathan is going to be there.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Now, talk about the tickets. How much are the tickets?
Can you imagine that for this content and value that we provided, we're just, the tickets are 100 kwacha. And by the way, there's something I've not mentioned. Now, somebody might say, oh, these guys you're talking about, Daniel, Abdel, well, they sound a little bit old. No, we are not much old, but let's exclude them. We have a youth panel. Okay. A youth panel of 5 exceptional youths. So that for us as youths also we can drive lessons from fellow youths that are doing cool stuff. So for those who can afford, go to the page and see who is going to be there. There's a guy, his name is Andrew Manda, brilliant youth of Zambia. He runs Capudem. Capudem is one of the leading and most prestigious schools and tuition centers in Zambia.
Wow.
You know the buildings behind Arcades? Those superstructures, state of the art. If you go there, that's where Capudem is.
Wow.
This guy is a teacher. Brilliant young man. We have a young lady by the name of Jedediah Mumbai. If you remember, recently there was a story that went viral of a student at UNZA who has made a medicine for asthma, which is a perfume. You spray and you move around its perfume, but you are medicating yourself. That young lady is going to be there.
I know her.
Yes.
I know her.
Brilliant young lady.
Yeah.
We have a young man by the name of Trevor Mansa. He's one of the youngest lecturers at UNZA. This young man below 30 is a lecturer at UNZA, graduated with a distinction for his undergraduate, retained, done in record time with his masters. Wow. He will talk about academics. Jedediah will talk about innovation. And we have another, Andrew Banda will talk about education. We have another friend of mine, brilliant youth, by the name of Emmanuel. Emmanuel is a senior auditor in the Auditor General's office. He's going to come and talk to us about professional development. Wow. How can you climb up the ladder as a young man? And these are going to be, then we have Sombo Genjo, a brilliant young lady in Kapiri who runs, she's a philanthropist. She runs these programs of sponsoring young people to school and everything. And who is interviewing them? The exceptional young man, Andrew Mansa.
Wow.
Who is the future of television in Zambia.
I love that.
And a young lady by the name of Mangala Spoon. This is a brilliant 4th-year medical student who is doing exceptional stuff. Awesome. So whether they are young people who are going to come or elderly people, there is something to speak to everybody.
Wow. The tickets are 100 kwacha. Where can people get these tickets?
From the comfort of your home. Mr. Jonathan,
yes, sir.
Long gone are the days that you wake up and say, I've gone to buy a ticket. Why? Unless you are not busy. There are people that are busy. You knock off at 17 hours. Then you go and buy a ticket where? We are in the digital revolution and we want to apply our education and digital skills. If you want to buy your ticket from your sitting room, from the bathroom, from whatever, you are ready to buy as long as you have a phone. All you need to do is send 100 kwacha to 0979 96 16 47. If you want, you don't even have to call after that. Our team will call you back.
Wow.
And they'll collect all your details. You're going to find your ticket at the entrance.
Wow.
So there is no need to inconvenience yourself. Wherever you are, it's 0979 96 16 47. Send there. The team, within the shortest possible time, will contact you, get your details, and you are ready for the expo.
Your last words to our prospects right there.
Let me blow one of the secrets.
Let
me mention that Honorable Mutati, the Minister of Science and Technology, has confirmed that he cannot miss this event. He's going to be there. Not only is he going to be there, he is going to give a presentation.
Wow. So
we are honored that the Minister of Science and Technology has accepted our invitation to be there. So you can already see that this is a high-level meeting. So to everybody who is out there, friends, I should mention that I am excited and waiting to see you. I know that the very fact that you're watching this video and you're finding yourself on Mr. Jonathan's page, which I know is a page that shares substance. which is building people. It already tells me that you are in love with things that are positive, that build, that are able to get us to the next level. Do not do yourself a disadvantage by missing.
Wow.
Don't volunteer to miss. Be around.
I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but this has been one of the best marketing information I've ever heard in my life. This man right here knows how to do his stuff. And if that Kadionko has given me this hype and energy, even if I was doubting, I've confirmed that I'll personally be there. And I wish to see you there as well. So the date is 10 October, which is this Sunday. It's coming Sunday.
This very Sunday.
Yes.
12 hours.
The venue?
17 hours.
The venue is Mulungushi.
It is Mulungushi International Conference Center, right in the big hall where all the important things of this nation happen from.
So the number to call, the number to text, the number to send that money to is right there on your screen. See you on the 10th of October at Mulungushi Conference Center. Stay blessed and see you.
God bless.
Peace.